colleagues in honoring Senator Johnny Isakson of Georgia, who is retiring from this body. He is a dear friend and a great example of a great senator. Johnny and I had long worked together on a number of public health priorities. I had the privilege of serving with Johnny on the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee. We forged a shared commitment to improving public health, from cancer prevention to better surveillance of neurological diseases, from strengthening regulation of indoor tanning devices to improving trauma care. Johnny has had the privilege of representing the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC headquarters in Atlanta, Georgia, made up of some of the greatest professionals in the healthcare field across the globe. And he's always been a fierce advocate for the CDC and his staff and the critical work being done by CDC. Indeed, he's always been a fierce advocate for all his constituents in Georgia. During our time on the Health Committee, we developed a partnership in working on skin cancer prevention. We spent many years advancing legislation to require improved labeling of indoor tanning beds to better reflect their dangers. We also worked hard to make sure that there was disclosure of the ingredients in tanning lotions. And we were proud to see signed into law in 2014 the Sunscreen Innovation Act. It was a work that Johnny led with such distinction. And building on that skin cancer prevention and other preventive health measures, Johnny was, again, a fierce advocate for improving the health of children, particularly children with cancer. And I was so proud to work with John on the Conquer Childhood Cancer Act, and later the Childhood Cancer Survivorship Treatment Access and Research Act, the STAR Act, has benefited tremendously children who have cancer. And that goes, I think, to John's deep, deep commitment for doing the right thing and doing it well and helping the most vulnerable in this country. As been mentioned, Johnny has been on the Veterans Committee and has chaired that committee since 2015. He's a veteran himself, a veteran of the Georgia Air National Guard from 1966 to 1972, and he's consistently worked for veterans, and as a veteran, I thank you, Senator Isakson. He was instrumental in passing the VA Mission Act, critical legislation that enhances the ability of comprehensive caregivers to assist veterans. Further, after the VA Mission Act, he's been working so hard, he's also been able to pass, and I was proud to support with him, the Harry W. Comery Veterans Educational Assistance Act. This is known as the Forever GI Bill, the Forever GI Bill, because it makes critical importance to the GI Bill. The most important is the law ends the 15-year limit on the use of GI Bill benefits, allowing for the use of those benefits throughout the lifetime of the recipient. He has been an extraordinary leader, doing so much. I wish Senator Isakson, his wife Diane, their entire family well. But finally, what I want to say is that the true measure of an individual is not the sum of their legislative achievements. Johnny's had many of those. Not political victories. Johnny's had many of those. Not success in any one realm of endeavor, either public or private. The truest test of an individual is the sum of their kindnesses, of what they've done for and with other people. And by that measure, no one surpasses the gentleman from Georgia. And I thank him. Madam President, I yield the floor.